In order to view or modify ingestion settings, select the hamburger icon inside of the needed processing case, and then select Case Settings. Now select the Ingestion tab. Here we have Ingestion and Filtering Settings. Select the Manage Ingestion button, which will allow us to configure settings related to time zone, container handling, file extraction, OCR, and email hash calculation. The first item here is time zone. Here we can select the time zone to be applied to extracted date metadata. The default here is UTC coordinated. By selecting the drop-down, we can search for and then select the time zone to be applied to the extracted metadata. In this instance, let's leave the time zone at UTC Coordinated Universal Time. Next, we have container handling as it relates to archives and PDF portfolio packages. Archives are zip or RAR files. Here, treat as directory is the recommended setting versus treat as containers. With that, all extracted files will be treated as a single family of documents with the container being identified as the parent. Under file extraction, we have extract inline images from emails, which is unchecked by default, and extract embedded files when possible, which is checked by default. When extract inline images from emails is enabled, inline images in emails are extracted as attachments and treated as a child document, which will increase the size of the database. Extract embedded files when possible would extract embedded files such as PDF, Excel, Word, and PowerPoint as separate documents and treat them as child documents. The next item is OCR. Here we have OCR images, which is selected by default, and OCR PowerPoint, which is deselected by default. Let's check the box to perform OCR on PowerPoints during indexing and language identification. OCR PDF pages missing text is selected by default, as is Specify OCR Threshold for PDFs. For this, the recommended setting is 75. We will leave both of these as is. The minimum average OCR confidence has a range of 1 to 100, with a recommended setting referenced at 50. Let's make that change by moving the balloon to the number 50. We can see that the option for user OCR workers is recommended. If needed, OCR worker tasks table can be selected from the drop-down. OCR tasks will be sent to the worker assigned to the selected task. Languages include multi-language OCR capability. This requires a multi-language OCR license in order to modify the original selected language. By selecting the language field, the foreign language box will be displayed. Here, all supported languages are shown. Select the needed languages and then click OK. In this instance, we'll click Cancel here. The last section is Email Hash Calculation. This is where we can select which fields the email hash value is based on. After making all selections under Ingestion Settings, click Save in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. When a dialog box pops up asking to override all prior settings by clicking the Save button, go ahead to complete the process.